Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. Members of the XRP community. This is a trap if you're watching it. If you think the markets are looking very bullish right now, you're in the company of 90% of investors. Institutions love it when things like this happen because it gives them a chance to cash out their leveraged long positions, which they use to profit from price movements. Then they buy in. Then you start to question why you're left with nothing when these people are making so much money. Now, if you wish to avoid being that individual, then you will pay great attention to today's video as we cover several news updates, XRP's technical characteristics, and its short-term outlook. Finally, there is the bright side, which is also there and bodes well for XRP's price movement going forward. With that out of the way, hit that like button and we can begin. First things first, we're going to run down the latest news stories that a lot of the top agencies are attempting to convince you of in order to do two things: sad face 1, increase their clicks, and 2, create a narrative that will give false confidence to investors. First things first, right? The net inflows for ETFs have been looking excellent. Plus, the general trend of increased inflows and outflows. To the contrary, the levels are the greatest they've been since July, which is fantastic news. This is great news for everyone. The catch is that if you're hoping for short-term gains, it will probably be too late to buy by the time you read this, and we've already had the inflows, price volume, and appreciation from those inflows. Also, I'm going to demonstrate to you what I mean. Look at this, Bitcoin has jumped 8.51% in the past week. Almost instantaneously, we did reach $65,000 in Bitcoin. A month from now, though, we'll notice a little different narrative. Actually, we have not yet turned a profit. Just 1 month ago, when we were considering the end of July, the price of Bitcoin was around $70,000. Quite a few exchanges even had Bitcoin trading at $70,000 or somewhat over. You know, if we retrace our steps a bit farther, we can see that Bitcoin was at $73,000 early this year, and that we continue to see pullbacks around this range. Let me tell you something, the Bitcoin technical indicators, oversold, overbought, are currently revealing a fascinating story that I feel compelled to tell you all. Bitcoin is currently extremely overbought on the daily chart, suggesting that more red days may be ahead in the near future. And this is the pitfall I'm referring to. The current level of investor confidence is excessive. At the moment, there are more long positions than short ones. Institutions will be prepared to sell a lot when they see that too many people are going long on the markets. Not long ago, I was having a similar conversation with XRP, and XRP is currently in the same boat. Plus, XRP will follow Bitcoin's decline. In addition, XRP's overbought status on both the daily and weekly charts suggests that it may experience more negative price action in the near future than Bitcoin. I feel compelled to inform you all about this since it will most certainly continue for the foreseeable future, at least for XRP, which could be a few weeks, but for Bitcoin, it will most likely be no more than 3 or 4 days. For the simple reason that things change dramatically when we examine the daily or weekly charts. Here we are, and if you're in it for the long haul with Bitcoin, this is definitely a good time to invest. If you look at the monthly chart, you'll notice that Bitcoin is basically circling around to the middle of the line. This indicates that there's pretty much no movement on the monthly charts. We are probably going to remain in the same position next month as we are today. Everything that I'm about to tell you is in perfect harmony with this. What I'm about to reveal regarding XRP and the Fed will undoubtedly have a significant influence on the price, so pay close attention. So, recently, the rate decrease by the Fed has been all the rage in the cryptocurrency world, and as you can see, it has had some fairly significant consequences. Am I correct? When Jerome Powell chose to maintain unchanged interest rates for an extended period of time. As a result, the bear market lasted far longer than anticipated. When I first heard it, I assumed it would be spot on with how things stand right now. We still lack a firm stance, though, bearing all that in mind. Unfortunately, we are currently short on here. We have Jerome Powell positioning his messaging to suggest that they are absolutely leaning towards a rate cut in September, stating, we're going to be decreasing rates 100%. But the scary part is when the markets begin to price in a rate decrease before it happens, and then it doesn't. It is that. Turns to be somewhat pessimistic, doesn't it? At this point, the market begins to sell at a considerably faster pace. In addition, assets that were overbought due to unfounded speculation will soon be oversold. Looks like there's another fantastic chance to cash in big time. We can't say it's completely negative, can we? When an item is sold for more than it was purchased for. Yeah, you want to get in when the prices are low, and I'm very sure there will be a bunch of big bargains coming up shortly. The simple statement by Jerome Powell, we're not going to lower rates, was a major impetus for this. If that occurs, you might expect a very red day. Also, I'm on the fence about whether or not this is really happening at the moment, but we'll keep an eye out for it since, if it does, the day will be monumental, right? On that day, I will begin a long trade with 10x leverage since I anticipate a 10% dump in XRP and further declines of 4% to 6% in Bitcoin. So, as everyone knows, the CEO or creator of Telegram was just arrested. Telegram has its own coin called TON, and TON has lost $2.7 billion as a result. Some wealthy investors, called whales, are making a killing off of this. Retailers are selling their TON currency in a panic because to the CEO's detention, while whales are buying it up for tens of billions of dollars. Obviously, this is where you can see it. A ton of coin. In the aftermath of the CEO's detention, which I discussed in yesterday's video, it ultimately plummeted. The price dropped as low as $5.52 before recovering slightly to a level of $5.33. It has since made a comeback. But listen up, folks, this is the epitome of a panic sell, isn't it? Alright, he got detained, the general public says. The end has come. The problem is, TON coin is a decentralized ecosystem, you guys. Well, Telegram is pretty much the same. The arrest of Telegram's CEO does not necessarily spell doom for TON coin. To that end, I am currently purchasing TON coin, my first purchase of this cryptocurrency, right now. But I must admit, I have faith in Telegram's infrastructure, I approve of their projects, and I believe that tons of coins are currently for sale. It has dropped around 20% in the past week, as you can see for yourself. Even if it drops a bit below this point, it won't bother me in the least. However, if the founder is able to avoid jail time, then everything works out fine. Telegram is making progress, Now it's all working again. Hey, guess what? Guys, thanks to all the excellent press and media coverage, TON coins are back where they were, and maybe even higher. With a 280% year-to-date increase, TON coin certainly has tremendous potential during bull runs. Therefore, in the near future, I will certainly be purchasing additional of this coin. This is a fantastic opportunity to buy, a really powerful play. Plus, I seriously doubt you could pass up an opportunity like this. All right. Alright, everyone, I'm finally going to get to the part where you've all been waiting, the XRP, Tetherus analysis, discussing the current state of XRP. Because, let's be honest, XRP is about to face some concerning technical issues. At this point, isn't it the top? Looking at the stochastic RSI one-day chart for XRP, we can see the cross of doom, as expected. Boom on that one occasion. Alright, the blue line has fallen precipitously, indicating that we were severely overbought and are clearly moving downwards. Likewise, everyone, with the weekly chart. Furthermore, for these short-term traders, it is a highly bearish indicator whenever the weekly and daily charts converge in the same area. I do anticipate that XRP will have some challenges throughout the next week or two. Sure, I believe we'll likely return to 50 cents here, but what really matters is what happens after that. Since, indeed, we can increase our XRP purchases to the tune of 52 to 48 cents. Just wait a short while, and we'll put a lot of money into XRP in that range. If you buy XRP for, say, 50 cents on average, you can expect a return of 20 times your investment. It will likely go above $1 in the next 5 to 6 months. Then, at the peak of the cycle, it could go all the way up to $10. I appreciate you taking the time to view my online video. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.